Hey guys, Matt here with Built Right Industries. Today I'm going to show you how to install the standard dash mount in your 2021 and newer Ford Bronco, 2-door or 4-door. First we'll show you what's included in the box, then we'll show you the tools that you're going to need to do the installation, and then we'll walk you through it step by step. So let's get to it. Okay, so first we'll go through what's going to be included in your standard Bronco dash mount kit. First things first, this is the completed assembly. So this shows the top plate along with everything I'm about to show you installed on it. So those parts include, we've got two different sides of our base plate, we call them feet. We've got one support bracket, that is for the center of the dash. We have 4 well nuts. These are optional in the standard installation. These 4 bolts that would bolt these feet to your dash, also optional in this installation. That'll make sense in a second. And then we've got 2 small flathead screws and 4 medium-sized flathead screws to attach the top plate to the feet. Okay, so for your standard Bronco dash mount install, you're gonna need a variety of tools. You're gonna need 3 different Allen keys. You've got 5/32, 1/8, and 3/32. And then you'll need a T15 TORX. It's a little bit easier with a handled Torx like this, but if you have one of the small key ones, that's fine too. Those should all come in those simple sets that you might have laying around. All right, so I'm gonna block your view here for a second. I'm using my T15 TORX driver. There are 2 small screws down here holding in this plastic accessory ready bracket from Ford. Got one there. You're gonna feel them get loose. You can just leave them in these like cavities. All right, so now that both of these screws are loose in here, we've got to pry this off. I'm just gonna stick my T15 in here and pop this off. Now the 2 screws should be in the bottom of these cavities here. Pull those out. Try not to drop those back into your dash because we're gonna reuse them. Okay, so now we're gonna install the Built Right center bracket here into those same 2 mounting points. It sits in here something like this. You have to work a little bit blind unless your head fits up here against the windshield. So what I like to do is get 1 screw started. Okay, so what you're gonna wanna do is pick up this bracket, get a screw started in one of the holes, and then kind of guide it in. And you may have to feel down here. I've got one just started there. Before I go any further, I'm gonna grab my 2nd screw and reach down and get that started as well. Once I've got that, we will give you guys a better view of what it looks like when those 2 are started. All right, so we're just gonna finish tightening these. I'm gonna hold the bracket. I'm holding the bracket closest to the rear of the vehicle. Just tighten both of those down. Nice and sturdy. Okay, so the next step in our standard dash mount installation is going to be pre-assembling the top plate with the support feet. I'm gonna kind of set them on here so it sits nicely. And then I'll use these 4 larger flathead screws. And I'm gonna get them all started kind of loosely in these countersunk holes. Getting them started loosely will help get everything kind of centered. And then I'll go back and make them snug. Then we can take this over to the dash and get it installed on our center support bracket. Okay, so we've got our center support bracket here installed and we've got our dash mount pre-assembled. I'm gonna flip that over and now is the time when I'm gonna peel off the backing for these VHB strips. That is 3M very high bond. Line up the notch in the dash with the notch in the dash mount and flip it into place. Before I push anything down, I'm gonna grab my 2 small flathead screws and get those started loosely. Those will help make sure that we are positioned correctly side to side. Get them both started and we'll tighten them down. Make sure you don't over tighten those. They're very small threads. Just snug is fine. As you can see, that feels great. I'll put a little pressure on that adhesive. And just like that, you're good to go. So with that, your installation of your dash mount standard for the Bronco is complete. As we noted, for the standard installation, you don't need to drill these points. It's very, very solid. If you're curious, check out the link in the description. that'll take you to our Pro install where we walk through the drilling process for the Pro dash mount. Okay, so with that, your installation is complete. Now it's time for you to experiment with attachments and accessories. If you come up with something that's cool, we'd love for you to tag us on social media. We'd check it out, we might share it. If you have questions, comments, feedback, please feel free to mention them in the comments. Find us via email, give us a phone call, social media. Wherever you are, we'll try and meet you there and get you taken care of. Thanks for watching.